Okay. Here, I think this is more interesting. Here are the DMs with Melonie Mac that never would have got leaked, except for the fact that Quartering is a fucking lunatic who threatened these DMs to be leaked. And I don't even think he had Melonie Mac's permission to do this. But because he pays Melonie Mac so much money, she's going to overlook this situation. And we know that from what went down in these DMs. So Stuttering Craig sends Melonie Mac a clip of Quartering being disrespectful to him. And he says, I know he's your boy, but your boy is a dick and has no class. I'd rather you hear it from me directly than hearing it from other people. Then Melonie Mac says, I think you're taking this way too personally. It ain't that deep. And Craig says, you talk about my livelihood. It is that deep.
What the fuck?
He may be your boy, but he's a fraud. Look at his shorts and tell me that's even remotely okay. Melonie then goes, it's trendy to dogpile the Quartering right now. So you're doing it and being dramatic for no reason. Dramatic for no reason? Our clip channel just got banned because Quartering said he would get it banned. Luther Morgan is getting his content struck down. Rantman is getting his content struck down. Lissa Clips is getting strikes. Josh Moon is getting fucking claims against his videos. What?
Ash, look at this. 2 hours ago.
There's the Joker. Just got a strike trying to cover the Quartering drama. It's these small creators that are getting fisted.
2 hours ago. This is not, sorry, my mic's pretty fucking low here. Yeah, 2 hours ago, there you go. I'm going to retweet this guy. But go show him some love. I'm sorry, dude, that happened to you.
Like, this whole thing about dogpile, it's like, I don't know. Have you guys never participated in dog piles on politicians or people you don't like?
Yeah.
You guys are so full of shit over at the Quartering HQ, you and Mel. You guys need to get a fucking grip. Anyway, he wasn't hating on your show. He was just speaking highly of me because he's my friend. And what are you trying to accomplish DMing this to me exactly? Go ahead to the next slide. I'm not going to turn on my friend. Well, nobody is telling you to fucking turn on him or whatever. We're just bringing to your, what Craig is doing here is bringing to your attention his assholian behavior. Okay. Yeah. That's just going on. Okay. He says, I'm not asking you to, and it's not trendy. It's about time. It's righteous. It's righteous. I sent it to you so you'd hear it directly from me instead of hearsay. And if you want to know my full thoughts, you can watch the entire video. I have no beef with you, Mel. You've always been a friend, which is exactly why I reached out to you personally out of respect and not speaking poorly about our show. Did you watch the clip, Mel? You may be blinded by your friendship in this case. He's just being so nice.
Yeah.
You know? So then Melonie says, I watched the clip and all he said was that I should be on big shows. Well, he implied that Side Scrollers is not a big show and that it's like some small-time, rinky-dink bullshit operation compared to the behemoth juggernaut of Quartering Live, which actually has no viewers and support or of any kind. But he said he didn't watch Side Scrollers, so he wasn't bashing it. Come on. It's so disingenuous. He just wanted to see me on big shows. He even said if I denied his show because I wanted to be on a bigger show, he would understand and not take offense.
He was
so why are you taking
dick.
Offense?
He was clearly being a piece of shit
when
asshole.
When Melonie Mac is telling people not to take offense and have thicker skin, it's a bit ironic, isn't it?
Oh, right.
Because she's always taking offense and she's always being thin-skinned. Jeremy has actually been a friend to me. No, he's not your friend. You know he's not your friend. He's your employer who's paying you way more money than you would make anywhere else. It's not economically viable and it doesn't make any sense. And that's why you're sweeping for him. You can't even mention me on your show without having to throw some huge disclaimer ahead of time. Now, here's where it gets interesting to me. And when I was dogpiled over Goonergate, you had people on your show who were viciously attacking me and Razorfist at the time, right in the middle of it all. So you see how this works? You see how this works with these people? They expect you if you want an association with them, to not platform anybody that disagrees with them. So just because Smash JT, who is going to be brought up, or other people disagreed with her and Razorfist's retarded takes about how we need a Christian board to approve video games or whatever, therefore you are disloyal to me, you platform somebody I don't agree with. These are your freedom of speech champion people. Your free speech champions, sir. This is insane stuff. This is SJW tactics. Craig just brings in a reality check. Mel, we dwarf his show in viewership. Take out the Rumble front page promotion and his bots, and his show is nothing compared to ours. Ooh. He's being propped up. He's been propped up.
God
reality check.
Yes.
Reality check.
Yes.
Good for him, but it's fake. Oh. It's not his place to talk about small shows, especially when his is and has been smaller than ours. He comes off as arrogant and a gatekeeper. That's not me saying it. That's anyone who's watched the clip saying it.
Dang.
Now here comes Mel, who's taking offense and being thin-skinned as she accuses the other. Okay, so you're making it a peeing contest right now. At the time of him saying your show hadn't grown as much, but like I said, he just thought highly enough of me to say I should be on big shows. And he would understand if I wanted to be on a show bigger than his even. It wasn't personal. Side Scrollers is doing great, and I want y'all to keep doing great. Okay.
Buddy, by the way, yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll finish this first.
And he goes, Mel, he literally made it a peeing contest. You don't have to like him. Nobody has to like anybody, but I don't know what you're trying to accomplish with gossiping to me about it. Oh my God. You're mad over a 2-year-old clip. If I wanted to be mad at you, I could be over how you had Smash JT on your show in the middle of him dogpiling me and Razorfist. I love how it's a dogpile to disagree with somebody. Like, if you say, I don't agree with you and I think your opinion's retarded, now it's harassment, it's dogpiling.
Were we not allowed to call that out?
But had Melonie Mac and Razorfist had the consensus majority, would they not have been dogpiling Smash JT and others who disagreed and smashing them into the fucking dirt until they complied with their worldview? This is what's twisted about these fucking people. Like, they don't believe in a free marketplace of ideas. They believe that only them and their ideas are right, and only them and their ideas should be platformed. And anybody who platforms people they disagree with is an enemy. That's anathema to a free marketplace of ideas.
No, you're fine. You just saw your internet went off for a second.
Okay.
Right.
Or how when you made that video about my husband, you wouldn't even mention me without a disclaimer first. But you know what? I didn't make a big deal of it. Well, you are now. Yet here you are being dramatic over a 2-year-old clip that wasn't the deal. With all due respect, Mel, you're too close to the situation. Nothing about this is a good look for him. The threats, the emails, the arrogance, the shorts. I'm not even including the flagging because I don't know if he did that or not. He certainly threatened it, though. Which, once again, is why I reached out to you as a friend to tell you my thoughts about your friend so you don't get it twisted. Well, Mel, when it's about my livelihood and the way I make a living, it is that deep and it will always be deep.
Yeah, okay? Exactly.
Yeah. And then she goes, you have Smash JT on your show. See, he's a Voldemort. He's a person that should be othered, you see, and so are we. And this is how these people act. They believe they're the gatekeepers of discourse, and they get to decide who has a voice and who doesn't have a voice. This is insane shit. It really is. Because he had Smash JT on his show, she doesn't want to hear it, suddenly caring about people's character, because clearly that's not the case. So when you have a disagreement with Melonie Mac about politics or religion, it means that you're a bad person and you shouldn't be platformed. And the people who do platform you are also bad people and you don't want to hear their opinions on anything. He goes, we have Smash as a guest on the show. I don't know or recall any beef between you two. And honestly, it's not my job to know about people's beefs.
Exactly. He has to know everything. He has to know, know every drama and who gives a fuck?
He goes, I don't agree with anyone on our show. And I don't care who has beefs with who, because I'm not the internet janitor. It's not Craig's job to sweep for you, Melonie. A 2-year-old clip where he doesn't even bash the show does not affect
It was bashing the show.
Oh my God.
It literally was bashing the show, dude.
You don't recall any beef? Seriously? He started Goonergate and dogpiled. You mean disagreed with you and Razorfist relentlessly?
They started Goonergate.
And you knew about it. Well, they decided that they were going to take over video games for the Christian right, okay? Which most people are not on board with.
Like censorship.
You know what I mean? Like, people do not want Jack Thompson telling them what they can and can't play. Because in Melonie Mac's world, in Razorfist's world, Grand Theft Auto would be banned. Red Dead Redemption would be banned. Witcher 3 would be banned because there's brothels in it. Like, this is the twisted world that they want us to live in, where instead of it being left-wing censorship in the name of protecting morality of whatever the fuck, it's going to be, we need to do this in the name of Jesus and protecting the children, but it's going to be the same censorship, you see? And so people disagree with that because they want to make decisions for themselves and not have to bow to the clergy at every fucking turn, okay? It is what it is. You're right, but it shouldn't, but it does. Honestly, I stayed out of all the Gooner stuff. As I've said, I have people who I agree with and don't agree that are on my show, and friends who I don't agree with on everything. Razorfist and I were both, oh my God, regularly on your show and helped a lot with it in its early days. You owe me loyalty, bish. Why don't you taste my loyalty? Then in the middle of a gigantic dogpiling that you orchestrated, bish, you platformed my enemies. You disrespected me. So now my friend Jeremy can take your channel. Do you understand? Like, that's what this is. That's what this is. I've seen this before.
Yo.
And so Craig goes, we're grateful for you guys believing in our show. We always will be. I don't really recall that show. We've done over 700 shows, but there's 100% no malice intended ever. Mel, once again, I think a lot of you always have. That's why I reached out, not to drive a wedge, but to be honest and transparent with you. This is pretty professional stuff. He is your friend. I think he's, well, whatever. I mean, Melonie knows right well he's not her friend. He's the gravy train.
Yeah.
And the moment the gravy train ends, Melonie Mac will put a fucking knife in this guy's
Which is
back.
next week, bro. Oh, you know, it was weird that he was drinking all the time and talking about his wife all the time. She will be the first one
that's the
to
thing,
slice
because
his throat.
once this all comes to an end, she's going to want to be on side scrollers. She's going to want to be on Flashcast. She's going to want to be on Friday Night Type.
Well, she'll have to apologize for backing this guy's fucking flagging campaign. First of all, like, you know what I mean? And she's the one who's like, I don't want to be banned for saying the F slur, and she says it to get banned and shit, right? But now it's like, oh, we should all be banned.
I disagree with what Craig does here by apologizing, because he really shouldn't apologize to evil like this, because what this is evil. This is somebody who is in favor of deplatforming, who is censorious, who doesn't want people that she disagrees with to have a platform, and she's forcing you to apologize for giving a platform to people she disagrees with. So he says, I'm sorry if you took any offense to bringing Smash on. It certainly wasn't meant to be disrespectful to you or Razor. I apologize and hope you can move past it. Like, why even negotiate with terrorists like this?
Yeah.
So here we go. Talking bad about my most loyal pay pig in this space just isn't in good.
Is a flagger.
Your loyal pay pig. That's what this is. This is a guy who's paying you 6 figures a year. So of course you're going to defend him. But this idea that he's your loyal friend, just stop, isn't in good faith, isn't in good taste, rather, when you've not shown even a fraction of the loyalty, Gator. I hold no ill feelings. That stuff did bother me. So you do hold ill feeling.
Yeah.
But I didn't make make a huge deal of it. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. You didn't owe me anything, so it's okay. I'm not holding it against you. I still wish all the best for you in the show. I just can't accept you bashing Jeremy to me when he's always had my back and is a great friend. I don't want any part of the beef you have. If I were in your comments giving you grief, I understand you wanted to talk to me about it, but I'm not doing that.
Well, I hope that friendship remains and is true.
And here it is. Craig just tells the truth, Nuke. I mean this with zero disrespect or malice at all. I hope it doesn't end when you're no longer on his payroll or have used him. See you, Mel.
Oh, shit. Belted. What's this? The post is unavailable. Okay, because he deleted his tweet. Please tell me.
Yeah.
So I guess it's the tweet where he was like threatening.
Yes, to deplatform, and he goes, "You literally just used the phrase "turn on" in our conversation." Oh! The people who turned on me, and
she's 100% speaking to Quartering about this.
Yes,
she is backing his flagging campaign.
Yes,
she's backing every step of this.
And nobody should forget this stuff.
No.
The next time that Melonie has a video taken down for saying the F slur, I'm not going to give a shit.
No.
What? Why am I going to come to her defense when she doesn't give a fuck about our speech whatsoever and wants to censor and deplatform all of those who are opposed to her insane Christian radical worldview, which she doesn't even really believe in? That's one thing, Like, I actually have believed in that stuff and kind of still do believe in that stuff to a certain degree. Mm-hmm. She doesn't believe in any of this shit. No. She's full of shit. Like, it's just ridiculous. Just be for real. I mean this with no malice. Then you make the most petty comment ever. Like, I'm only his friend for some money. Well, you are.
You are.
I've been friends with him for a long time. I don't go on his show because I need the paycheck. My husband and I are financially set for life.
You mean your gay husband? Your gay husband?
I doubt it, because just a few years ago, you were about to go get a real job before Chrissy Mayer saved your ass from the fucking garbage heap, and then Quartering saved you once again. So I don't fucking believe that. I never have to work another day. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I just enjoy what I do. I still enjoy making money, because who doesn't? But to imply I'm Jeremy's friend because he pays me is unbelievably catty of you. Don't pretend like you said that in good faith. It is in good faith because it's the truth. Oh my God. I say that based on the experiences he's had with previous hosts like Sydney Watson, and there was no malice in it at all. I'm not Sydney Watson. You just insulted my credibility with your statement.
Sydney Watson is better than Melonie Mac will ever be. Shut the fuck up, Melonie.
Oh my God.
You're only where you are, Mel, because Quartering, if you don't remember this, Ash, when Quartering shouted out Melonie's Melonie Mac Go Boom YouTube page, that's why they're friends, because he fucking simped for her and promoted that before she was ever on his show, okay? So shut the fuck up, you bum.
So then it's like, Mel, I go back to the original point of this. I reached out to you out of respect. That's it. Okay, can we drop it again? This is not productive. I don't like any of this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, too bad.
Fuck you.
Oh, my God. And with that said, are you leaking my DMs to him? Is that what this is about? I've had multiple people in my DMs about him, as has Hannah Claire. And we have been telling him that was the case. If people were DMing me bashing you, I'd be telling you, hey, people are in my DMs bashing you to me. So there's the confirmation, by the way, that there's no ignorance. Like, ignorance is no excuse for Hannah Claire or Melonie Mac. They are co-signing all of this. They are taking the checks. They are taking the blood money that is being propped up by a deplatforming campaign, and they don't care. And I just think for Hannah Claire in particular, whose family was so viciously prosecuted by Letitia James and the Attorney General of New York, and their freedom of speech was quashed, to go along with this shit for money is particularly fucking disgusting. With Melonie Mac, I know she's just a soulless grifter. But with Hannah Claire, I actually expected a little bit better. But I guess not, right? I guess not.
Yeah.
It's only when it's their families and their livelihoods that it matters. Nobody else, right? Anyway, just as I'm sure you,
for 10 subs.
10 subs.
Like Scopa Heat Bands. Thank you so much.
Except I wasn't bashing him and I wasn't trying to get you to turn on him. It just keeps going and going. We can 100% drop it. I don't want drama with you. This was literally the intention of me reaching out. His tweet is about the people harassing us. You've not harassed me, so it doesn't apply to you, except he's tagging Stuttering Craig. It did apply.
Yeah.
But she really thinks stupid because she's stupid as fuck. And she thinks that she can piss on our hands and tell us it's raining. And it's just not going to fly, Mel. And eventually, like, I'm going to be honest, shit's not going to go well for you either. Like, you and Hannah Claire are being left out of this largely because it's largely all Jeremy's fucking fault. He's a piece of shit. But when you co-sign onto it, sweep for him like this, you better expect that some fucking blowback is going to come your way. Because it is.
Yep, exactly. She's a fucking